So I just got back from Texas. Went and visited family and hung out, and I took a pumpkin. We'll see that a little later. But when I left, they said we might get an inch of snow. And I was running out of time before I left, so I didn't take anything down. I didn't take the greenhouse down, the little one or anything. And we ended up getting, I don't know what the total count was, but the news was saying 12 inches. So here's the greenhouse. It kind of survived. There was a center post in here. Oh no, I took it out. That's right. I was thinking it was bent down, but it survived. It pulled the end walls in a little bit. You know, no big deal. Problem is, I left most of the shade nets on. Yeah, I had the hail net down. If I'd had the hail net up, this whole thing would have been to the ground. But I had the shade nets on, and it kind of collapsed. It's actually better than I thought it would be. See, up there it was all right. I already took the shade nets off just a minute ago on the other side. This one right here is bent down pretty bad. And then if we walk down here, we can see up the valley here. It's no good. This one right here is totally kinked. I'll have to replace it. Didn't do as bad as I thought. I mean, I thought it was going to tear bolts out and do other stuff, but might have to replace a few hat channels, a few pieces of conduit. Overall, I'm surprised, but it still sucks. Oh, the other good thing is the big greenhouse survived. I've had 3 inches on it, and it just seemed like it was quite a bit of weight. And that was when I had this greenhouse sealed off and it was holding in a little bit of heat. Well, now it's open. The walls are still open, so there was no heat retention. Anything that landed on that greenhouse stayed. It's good all the way down. You see that? Doesn't look like there's any problems, which is a beautiful thing, because once I get it operational and sealed up, there'll be some heat in there and it'll keep a lot of the snow from sticking. This is a good load test. I'm glad I wasn't here to see it, because I would have been knocking snow off thinking it was going to collapse. Alright, so the next thing is I took the truck to Texas. 750 miles one way. I got new tires on and I got the alignment done. It had a horrible speed wobble. Misses really bad. So I got that diagnosed. I replaced some coil packs. Drove it the night before I left. Drove better than it has in a long time. It didn't miss at all. I said, sweet, I'm good. It's good to go. I leave that morning, because I took the pumpkin, so I had to have a truck. I leave that morning. I don't even get out of the county in Pueblo, off the mesa, and it starts missing. I almost turned around, but the vet needs a new thermostat, so I thought, well, I'll just keep going. It'll be an adventure. And I made it. Took me till about the Texas line before I realized how to avoid the missing. And after that, it was fine. I say fine. There was one stretch where I got 7 3/4 miles to the gallon, but there was a strong headwind. I was downshifted the whole way. Coming back, I got closer to 13 miles to the gallon, which is totally backwards of what I thought it would be, but I had a nice tailwind. Wind was blowing the same direction it was. So it pushed me right up 13 miles to the gallon. Didn't miss much because I had figured it out, and it worked great. That's all I could say. So, I didn't film anything when I was in Texas, except for one thing, the important part. Now, why would you take pumpkin all the way to Texas, right? Well, first off, the state record's 760 pounds, so it probably is the biggest pumpkin most of those people have ever seen. I took it to show my aunt, my great aunt, who's 90 years old. Aunt Dixie, and she got to see it barely. She was not feeling well, so we pulled up in her driveway and she looked at it through the door. So that was cool. And then the final reason was to blow it up. Why else? So let's do it.